Rob returned to Premiership rugby this week and a trip to Newcastle, a notoriously tough place to go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they had probably their best outcome for quite a while against us last season. It was close up there, albeit we did make it very hard work for ourselves up there. And obviously they beat us down here, and probably early in the season when we had a very mix and match side with Lions stuff, guys away and multiple injuries, and we had a few young guys in there, and I can remember us just missing opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to score, and in the end we lose by a couple of points, I think, at one point. And so it was a challenging time for us last season, and I think, it'll be challenging up there now. Watching the Gloucester game, they've got a confidence about how they're playing, they're enjoying playing together. I always say that, that makes it a big challenge. But we've got to go there and face that challenge head on and make us a better team. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the team we picked there to go up there and, challenge each other to be good on the day and be emotional about things and work hard and stick to things that we want to do and drive the game through. And it's going to be a good challenge for us, but one I think I'm pretty certain we can perform well up there.
A week off you've had, a good chance to recharge the batteries almost, because it was a tough period. You've gone with a lot of players missing over the last month or so, but they're starting to twinkle back.
We're going pretty well. The London Irish game, I think it was a funny game in that we got out the blocks and we did really, really well. And I think probably getting in the decent lead we did almost hurt us a little bit, in that we then we did get a little bit sloppy, a couple of silly penalties, a little bit of lack of discipline. We actually conceded 2 relatively soft tries, considering how well we defended for the whole game. And I think for the end to become that last minute being a little bit hairy was a bit disappointing. But on the whole, if you remember back to last season, it was chalk and cheese performance to last season, and that's the good thing, is that we're stepping up in games. Actually our performances game by game, if you take them game by game, are a fair bit better than they were last season, and that's something we've got to keep driving. We've got to keep driving that our performances get better on better, that we're improving from where we were last season. And those continual improvements are what will take us where we want to be. But we've got to see them for what they are, and we've got to judge them for what they are.
Youngsters are getting their chance at the moment. How impressed are you by how they're taking that opportunity?
Yeah, fantastically well. I mean, Josh Hodge looks better game by game, doesn't he? He is making some I'm not going to say rash decisions. He's making some young man's decisions. He just wants to be on the ball and wants to make things happen. Sometimes it is better to kick, and sometimes it's better, and use your pace in different ways. But he's getting better and better. He looks very dangerous on the ball. I'm really looking forward to seeing him going back to Newcastle, with former club, and seeing how he performs. Guys like Daffyd and Chris, they're growing, kind of game by game. Frosty looks like he's a good signing for us, and he's getting highly involved in games. Things are there, and they're slowly coming together. And at the same time, some of our more senior players, like Lee Woodburn's having a great season. Like a genuinely really good season. And those kind of things are really helping us bind us together. And I think Jacques Vermeulen is looking very good, very strong on the ball. We're seeing some really good stuff, and we've got to be prepared to make sure we can accept seeing the good stuff as well as the frustrating stuff. Yes, we can work on the frustrating stuff and some of the pens and some of the decisions. We've also got to, we've got to embrace the good stuff, and there's some good things happening out there.
Rob, you mentioned Daff there. He gets his first Test cap. You made him captain for the last game. You've seen a lot of growth in him in a very quick space of time.
Well, I think I've said this to guys before, and I say it to young guys when we go and try and recruit them. Don't go plotting and planning your career too carefully around when you think you'll break into the team. Just get here, take every opportunity, work hard, look like a guy we want to pick, and you probably find out that you'll get picked. We say that to everybody, whether there's an international in front of you or an established player here or another young guy. If you're the guy who looks like we should pick you, we will. That's been the case with Daff, with Chris, with Hodgie, and as these guys have broken through, it's exactly the same with Slady and Nosey and Dickie, as those guys were looking good. Same with this, I remember watching Sam Simmons play 2 or 3 outstanding games for Cornish Pirates, and in the end I just said, we've got to pick this lad. He's got to go. And these are the things we'll do. We will bring them in, and we've got to keep that mantra. Even when those younger guys who broke through us now here, we've got to keep pushing that, and that's what will keep us an exciting, vibrant team. You
talk about performances there. Where do you feel you are in terms of the Premiership at the moment? Are you in a nice position, or could you be slightly better?
Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I mean, obviously, what we really need to happen is we need this group to really take hold of this weekend, because obviously the results this weekend can really affect. The league is so competitive, kind of below Saracens, who are knocking in the wins. the results are up and down kind of week by week, aren't they, on who's beating who. So we just got to show a little bit of consistency, and if we can double up, win last time and in the last round, another win, you can actually move up and down the table pretty quickly. So we need this group to take charge of that, and then we really need the group, as we get the internationals all back and fine, we really need them to come in and really add, really kind of add a vibrancy and an energy and a direction. And that's something that we're really going to expect from those guys, is to come back and add to a vibrant group, push us on in through Europe, and then accelerate through Christmas.
A double weekend this weekend with the Prem Cup and the Bath game. Another chance for youngsters, as we were saying.
Really, I think it's really good timing for us. I mean, it is going to challenge the squad a little bit, but we're taking a full strength, strong squad to as close as we can to Newcastle, which creates opportunities for guys in the second. And it's the right time now. Now's the time. You want to see everybody right now for a couple of weeks as we go into the Heineken Cup, and as I say, as our internationals come back, we can judge everybody exactly where they are, and then we can make sure we're really comfortable with the team that takes us into the Heineken Cup, because we want to really challenge them that as well.